Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait. Well, let me not talk about that now. I'm streaming. Okay. So, without wasting much time, we're diving into deeply, running. We don't have time. Time waits for nobody. It's just like before, just the previous live stream session before this one. I guess I just talked about that before now. That's more like we said, oh, okay, it's striving, and then we said it was yesterday's section stream, and then we're just trying to tell people, yeah, it's striving. It's more like imputing more effort in getting something done. It's the willingness to actually strive to get something, because even dreams and all of this is not based on wishes. Like it cannot write or you cannot get anything done based on wishes. You're going to intentionally strive. I mean, so yesterday's session stream was just emphasizing on striving. And then today, as I said, is going to be brief, guys. Oh boy, yeah, it's hot. Okay, it's just like unlock your mental sight. Unlock your mental sight. Now, when we were talking about mental sight, what do we mean by mental sight? Now, when we say mental sight, that's say that our mentals have padlock. I don't get to see that our mentals has padlock or whatever. When we say it, unlocking your mental side, at first that's to bring the basic knowledge that yes, your mentals do have sides. That's the first step. And then when we say mentals do have sides, you're going to actually see it. Now, first of all, we said people dreaming, people thinking of achieving some things and everything. One is that you cannot do more than the knowledge you have, and then you cannot do more than your thinking. Like you cannot exceed it. So your achievements or anything that you're getting done is based on how knowledgeable your, let's just say, your height, because growth is what's it called, is a continuous stuff, and then it's progressive, and then everybody, they said, oh, growing every day. So that's what the angle I'm going to. We said unlocking your mental side. That's to tell every young person out there, yes, you may see some people wishing things, be like, I have dreams, I have this one, I need this one. All these things cannot be achieved if your mental side is still locked. Now, when we refer to unlocking mental sides, what are we even trying to say? We were just trying to tell people, yes, your mentals do have sides, and that's the ability to see things. Now, when we say physical eyes, physical sight has to do with your what you're seeing now, your physical eyes, like I'm seeing my pain with my physical eyes. Then when we mean mental side, that has to do with possibilities, people that people are not actually seeing. Now we can bring two adults here and be like, bro, what am I holding? The person will say is a pen, and then you get to ask the other person. The person will tell you is a mirror. I'm serious. Yeah. Oh, how you doing, bro? The person will tell you is a mirror. I'm just trying to tell you what perspective looks like, and then how people see things, because they said human beings are the most difficult people to control or whatever handle. Everybody has different way of understanding things. So mental sights can differ as well, and then we're going to be clarifying that. So we're not going to make you, or you're not going to be looking confused. Got to every year. Oh, much love to every single person here, and the UF regards your presence so much. We started before now, and then we introduce ourselves. Okay, let's just do that back. If you're just seeing us for the very first time, we are UF Graphics, and then we stream just like you're watching, and then during our stream we talk, and then yeah. Get me one now. I don't have my here with me. I'm picturing it. You know, we used to picture a lot here. That's cool. I know. I'm picturing it. This one is not loud. I guess it's not that loud. The mic, is it loud? I don't just know, but he's trying. Oh, don't worry, we're going to get a new mic. Don't worry, we'll get a new mic. It's fine. You observed well. I guess. Don't worry, we'll get a new mic. That would be shortly. We're going to get a new mic. That's cool, bro. Thanks for the comment, and then it feels cool. Okay. I said today's session stream is more like unlock your mental sights. Now is to tell young people, because all these things that we're doing, they said everything that can affect your mind can affect your life. In other words, anything you're letting into your mind When people are okay, like, let's take a look at it from this view. Even when the world is against you, when everybody is talking trash at you, if you don't believe it, it's not going to affect you, because your mind is the centerpiece of everything about your life. Even before you get anything done, it first of all existed in your mind. Before business is established, it existed as an idea. Before buildings, before all structures are being laid, most of them existed as an idea in the architecture's mind. Obviously, but then before they even get to establish it, obviously, so life is more about having two sets, or more like different parts, because firstly it exists in the mind, then your mindset is what gives birth to it. Then the position of your mind really matters, so because if the position, because mindset can be developed and then undeveloped, then the position is what actually going to be determining the outcome. Do you get it? Okay, so mindset should be developed, and every young person out there, because because okay, your outcomes, what you're getting, it's at the position of your mind. When you see things, as I said, you can get two people here and then you ask, bro, what am I holding? The first person will say is a pen, and then the second person will tell me is a knife. I'm going to believe both of them, because both of them are seeing things from a different perspective. The person that said is a pen, there is something that made him believe, or made her believe, that this is a pen, and then the person that tells me this is a knife, I saw something made him or her to believe that this is a knife. So perspectives really matters, and then it affects our life, because anything that we let in our mind, we let in our life. Who are you doing, bro? Oh, that's Williams. Is that Williams? Williams YouTube channel said that. Yeah, greetings, bro. How you doing? Feels cool having you here and then. Guy, was sweating. Are we really sweating? Jesus, yeah, it's hot, guy. It's fine. Oh, cool. Every single person here, it's fine. So we're going to be diving into, like, we don't have time. We're going to be talking now. As I said, we talk, and then we talk sense, we communicate knowledge to young people, and then the goal is to actually restrict them from making more mistakes, because we have a lot of frustrated youths already. We have a lot of people out there, and then being frustrated is not because of lack of knowledge. No, most of them are very, very intelligent. I mean, so it can be seen as lack of information, because if you know better, you're going to live better. So who is telling me to get a new mic? Oh, as I asked, someone said, oh, who is that? Oh, Manspell. Is it Manspell? Manspell first said UF gets, oh, okay, I don't know the gender. The person did not actually mention my name. She or he just said, I don't want to misplace the gender. I said, you need a new mic. And I said, you observe the world. That's correct. I'm planning towards that. I'm making plans towards that. I don't really, I had to claim coach. I don't really have a new mic right now, and then we're making plans towards that. So you observe the world. Or Williams, that Williams YouTube channel. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to make projects for that, and then maybe an hour. Okay, maybe we're going to get that in the next 2 months, and that's our birthday. Maybe we'll get the mic. Okay, guys, so it feels cool already. It's fine. So we'll get new mic. Don't worry, we're going to get new mic. We're going to get a standard mic, so that when we're going to fix it, I don't know, there's a way they usually fix the standard mic. This is not really a mic. This is more like a noise result, or what's it called, reduction. Like, it actually reduces noise, so it's not actually mic. As you can see, it has so that's it. Okay, so we're running. We said today's topic is more like unlock your mental side, and then we've said something already. We said when we say mental side, is the ability to see things from a different perspective, because it has to do with your mindset, and then how you see things really determine how you go about it. Yes, because your seeing has to do with your life, like it affects your life. When your seeing is more like your life, yes, because it determines your outcome, it determines your input, it determines how you see things, it determines how you even go about it. It also determines how you associate with people. Everything. So whatever your mindset thinks, or whatever you feel and then it's first of all exists, and then your mind is going to be assessing it, then giving you feedback on how to act or react. So it has to be consciously what's it called, like you should be intentional and then know what you let your mind. So that's just the emphasis. And then we said stop living without a also stop living with a closed mind. So it's possible that we have a lot of young people out there with a closed mind. Yes, let me restate. We have a lot of talented people, a lot of educated people with a closed mind. Yes, mindsets can be closed. Now, when we say closed mind, that's to tell you that many people are just wishing. Many people, okay, most it's just like they said, the prison or the biggest prison of some people is not or doesn't have walls. It existed in the mind. Mindset. Many people's mindset is a prison. They actually lock themselves. They said, "Oh, okay, I'm just actually emphasizing on stop living with a closed mind." Oh, yes, and I said mindset can be a closed one. It can be at some point. Many people are going to be closing their mindset. I don't just know. It's just like they're not actually going to be making use of it, because when we say closed minds, that's just actually not functioning with their mindset, and then they're just feeling reluctant, doing things anyhow, and then the outcome is going to still be like that. So, guys, when we say though, stop living with a closed mind, that's to stop people. Yes, you don't live with a closed mind. Your mind has boundaries. You cannot do more than the knowledge you have. If you cannot, what's it called? You cannot, what's it called? You cannot expand or like function beyond your thinking, or like let's just say your what you're seeing things. Do you get? So your limitation, or let's just say your doings or your outcome, depends on how developed you are. Let me give a for example. Okay, now let me say if I have $10 and I want to purchase something, there's no way I can spend more than $10, because my limit or the average money I have is $10. I cannot even spend up to $10. I cannot even spend more than $10. So you cannot do more than the knowledge you have. That means knowledge is expandable. It can be expanded. So your mind is a powerful tool. Your mind is a powerful tool. So mindset can really restrict people. It can actually limit people from getting to some heights, because this is one thing about mindset is that when you believe it, because mindset functions more like how you see things. Sorry. And then how you see things affect you. Now, if you believe you can get something from the perspective of your mindset, from how you're seeing it, now it's going to be transmitting. It is going to transmit that idea that you can get something. You know, when we even talk about dreams, they said you can become whoever you wish to become. You have a dream, go get it. You can become anything. Not because life is easy, but because your daily activity is actually determining. So that's to tell you that every man has power. Yes, because nobody can stop you unless you stop you. Nobody has the ability to stop you. That's why I stated something like, "Oh, if you let anything to your mind, that's when it has what's it called, the ability to affect you." So when everybody's talking trash against me, and then I'm not I'm not relating to them. I'm not listening to my mind. There's no way it can affect me. So any absorption or anything that you're taking up to your mind, taking up to yourself, believing in it, it works for you. So in other words, if we also advise young people, then we said, "Oh, your mindset is how you see things, and then life is all about." So okay, we're just emphasizing on the aspect of dreams, and then we say all these things, it has to do with mindset, because when you even have dreams and then you're just there wishing, it becomes nightmare. Dreams without any execution, it's just dreams. So even trees don't grow because people wish for it to grow. It grows because it's it's well nurtured, and then it's guided. Obviously, so in other words, things don't happen on its own accord. People cause things to happen. So if you don't like the present situation of your life, you do something about it. You change it. So you daily activities is silently determining your future. In other words, anything you're consciously doing, anything you're perpetually doing, consistently doing, it's helping you to a path. Most times, unknowingly to you, you may not even know what you're doing, but that's more like what's it called? A compound activity. When it's going to be compounded, like I don't just know. Oh my god, I had to divert. Oh my god, sorry. This one's fall out. But that's cool, guys. So I'm just going to be fast and precise. I have a lot of things on my head. I guess that's why I'm just divided. Okay. I said your mindset is a powerful tool. So mindset is a powerful tool because it can determine when we feel that we can achieve something. There is a saying that if you can see it, you can become it. Now that's the ability to see something from your mental side. Now they said see something from your mental side is more like seeing possibilities, seeing dreams, seeing visions. Even before anything gets established, it first of all existed as an idea, and then that idea is more like the ability to see the unexistence. Now seeing the unexistence, just like when someone says, "I have a dream, I want to achieve this, I have a goal." Is not actually present. You have not achieved it yet. Now you're just picturing it, you're just thinking that you can get there, you're just thinking that you can achieve something. Now for the what's it called for the ability, or let's just say for the facts that you're able to think it, they said if you can picture it, you can future it. Two were sounding alike but not the same. If you can picture it, the ability to see, then you can future it, the ability to get it. Okay, so when we said you need to picture the future that you want to feature in, that's to tell you that folks, it has to do with your mind. You see it. If I want to become a professor, I'll first of all think it. Then I'm going to start creating strategies or executing some plans or goals to get there. Have you seen? Oh, sorry. Who said that? Oh, what was that? What do you mean? Oh, Viper. That's Viper. Why am I seeing Viper in my stream? How you doing? Your name is Viper, guy. Sounding strange, guy. Viper, how you doing? Oh, you're saying, oh, who said that? Oh, what do you? Oh, what's that? What's that? Who said what? Well, we said a lot here already. Then, though. You mean in the aspect of okay? I was actually what's it called? I was elaborating on then. Okay, I was elaborating on dreams, and I said if you can picture the future. Okay, I said you need to picture the future you want to feature in, and then we tell young people before you get any reality, before you cannot become who you do not plan to become. There's no way you can get into any reality that you did not intentionally plan. Life doesn't happen by circumstance. So sorry, circumstances doesn't cause it. Life is not accidental. You get what you planned for. If you don't plan to win, you plan to fail. In other words, when you don't intentionally get things done, sorry, sorry, you said thanks goodness for clean underwear. I don't get. Oh my god, I'm stuck. What do you mean, guy? Sorry? Oh, thank goodness. Who is goodness? Is goodness in my section stream? I've not seen anybody bearing goodness here. I'm not seeing goodness here. There's no goodness here, guy. Oh my god, guy, look at it. So you're laughing with me. You're intentionally whining me. So you're pulling my legs. You're looking for my trouble. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh gosh, I feel like crying. But we don't used to cry. We're strong guys. It's fine. Anyways, this is just the first time of we seeing you in our live stream section. Like we've been streaming for 5 months now, and then we stream every day on YouTube, just like you're clearly seeing now. And then we get to talk, and then we're talking knowledge, and I don't know. I'm just kidding. I laugh a lot, so you're going to be managing my. Is it my behavior? It's gonna be seen as behavior. So you're gonna be managing my behavior. So I'm going to be proceeding. I've been saying a lot. I said your mind is a powerful tool. How you see things affects your life. Yeah. It's fine. Your mind is a powerful tool. How you see things affects your life. If you can picture the future you want to feature in, you're gonna get there. So life is all about mindset, and then it's all about how you see things, and then how you see things affect your life. And then when you see things from a positive mindset, more like a positive view, then you get a positive result. And then when you use from what you consume with, like just like they said, anything you give yourself to, you become like that. If I'm perpetually playing game, watching movie, I may end up, I don't just know. But if I'm perpetually watching at somebody, it's just like I'm talking and then I'm giving some what's it called reactions or movements. I don't even know how it started. It It could be that I have been watching somebody and then suddenly and then I will just start talking like the person. This is just the law of nature. Anything you give yourself to, you become like that. If I get a mirror and then I'm looking at the mirror, I can only be seeing myself because I'm giving myself to the mirror. Like I'm that's my reflection. Obviously, so anything you expect of your circle really affects someone. Yeah, your it can affect your ambition. It can affect many things around you. People you let into your life, people you let around you, people you associate with. Sorry, you love my words. Yeah, that's that's Bandando. Is it Badango? Badango guy. Badandola. Haha, no, guy. Wait, why is this name difficult for me to pronounce? So your name is complex, guy. Your name is complex. That's all. Let me try one more time. That's Bana. I give up. I know they try again, guy. This is the one. What's it called? One blind my eyes, guy. The name is too difficult, bro. It's fine anyways. Much love to Bananda Do Ga. Yes, let's just pronounce it like that. And then if we mispronounced it, oh, apologies. Yes, we apologize it if we in any way mispronounce your name. So much love, bro. Much love, bro. And then your present means a lot. So we'll be saying a lot already, and then we're going to be proceeding. We're running. We said feed your mind correctly. So when we said feed your mind, and then at first let's take the word literally. When we talk about feeding, that has to do with your consumption, like things you're consuming. When we say I'm eating or I'm feeding somebody, the person is actually consuming something. Now when we say feed your mindset correctly, that has to bring, or let's just say that's have emphasis on things you're getting contact with, because they said if you associate with wrong people you get a wrong outcome, or let's just say yes, people can influence you, people can you can, as I said, anything you give yourself to you become like that. So if you're consistently, perpetually, often, regularly giving yourself to anything, even training, time comes when you're going to be fit. Just like people that goes for gymming, the first stage of gymming is not going to be convenient because you're trying to grow. And you know one thing about growth is not always comfortable. Reason because you're trying to become who you have not become. Like you're trying to become who you have not, a kind of you I don't know. Growth is uncomfortable because you're trying to become who you have not become before. Let's just leave it there. I don't want to bite my tongue. You're It's always uncomfortable because you're shrinking yourself in growing. That's growth. It's not always an uncomfortable, what's it called, circumstance, or let's just say situation, because if it's said to be growth, you're trying to look like what you want, and then it's at some point it may not be comfortable for you, and then you're going to learn to be comfortable in doing uncomfortable things. If you want growth is not comfortable. So when we refer to, sorry, I've lost my mind. I was saying something about, what was I even saying? Okay, I was saying something about feeding your mindset, and then we said anything you let your mind affect your life, and then we said feeding your mindset correctly. That's more like, yes, because mindset can be developed and undeveloped. And then when we say feeding our mindset, it has to do with what we give ourselves to. We have young people, they are just scrolling, endlessly watching movies, watching successful people, gossiping. And moreover, they can still use the same time. Let me see to all. Moreover, they can still use the same time and then the same efforts and the same resources to create valuable stuff. Obviously, so our UF only stands for encouraging people and then trying to talk sense to young people's mind, because many of them, they have this illusion that there is time, and then when they feel that there is time, just because they are young, they are just there feeling reluctant, and moreover, time wait for nobody. Even when you're sleeping, time is going. So there's no way time is our friend. Time is not our friend. And then at some point, time wasted can never be recovered. Just like you may lose money and then maybe you get to recover the money, you may get to miss many things, and then maybe at some point you get to recover it. But time is more like a life, I don't know, movement. And then when it gets up, it's just going. Every single person on the X has the same 24 hours. And why it looks like some people are successful, some people are stuck, some people are successful, some people are frustrated, it doesn't have to do with the amount of time, because everybody has the same 24 hours. You have your own 24 hours, I have my own 24 hours. So our outcome depend on our activities, depend on what we're actually giving our time to. Now, our time, everybody, as I said, has the same number of time. Then our outcome, our productivity, our success has its dependence on the time, and then what we're doing with it, because what we're doing with it is actually going to give us a report, and then our report is based on our activity. And then when we say time is a life currency, and we encourage young people to actually use it correctly, like they should utilize it. And then when we say at some point, or let's just say in different stages of life, a lot of things are expected. Just like we are in our 20s now, okay, just like you get to meet some 30, 40 young people, or let's just say from old people, and then you get to ask them, bro, what's your biggest regret in life? Most of them will get to tell you that they misused time. Most of them will get to tell you that they procrastinated a lot. You know, all these things are life more like they are time suckers. When you keep what's it called, postponing, and then you never get anything done, and then the more you're postponing, the more time is going. Obviously, so that's, I guess, that's procrastination, trying to trying to hide things in the next day, and trying to be like, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you keep procrastinating, and then life is going, time is never returning. So at some point, many time wasted can be recovered, and then most of them are going to turn like a regret. And we don't want that for young people. We don't want that for young people, and that's why we're inculcating them with the necessary knowledge, and then more like the life ability, because life, to navigate in life, you need a skill. It's called life skills, and then the life skills is not inherited. You're not born with it, you intentionally acquire it. Just like when we tell people, yeah, in real life you're going to be communicating a lot. You succeeding or you having a grant depends on your communication, because if I'm correct, to actually get anything, because you're a human being, you're going to be associating with people, and then that requires communication. Even the communication has grades. When we refer to communication, it's just, we don't mean oral words, we don't just mean speaking. A good communication is receiving a feedback. There's no way you can encode something and then you don't receive feedback. That's said not to be a good communication. Communicating effectively is when you repeat, or when your encoder gives you feedback. When you encode and then someone when you encode, someone decode, then gives you a feedback. That's a good communication, and then is a skill. It's called life skill. Many people, they will tell you that I'm introvert, they cannot even associate, they are just isolating themselves. They are going to be stuck at some point, because life, you're going to be associating with a lot. So we just diverted, but I'm getting back on track now. Okay, I said your mind, okay, feed your mindset correctly. I think I said something like that. And then we said, sorry, feeding mindset has different killers. What's it called? Healthy input and unhealthy input. And then let's start with healthy input. Is more like reading books, attending to important conversations, and then trying to learn, trying to watch important content. That's healthy input. That's feeding your mind positively. And the negative aspect is just whiling away time, spending, being busy, watching, gossiping, and then playing around. This time is money. Time, you should always learn to equate time with money, because time is a life asset, and then it should be equated to money. The way you wouldn't love to spend $50 on things that are not necessary, you shouldn't spend 10 hours, 5 hours on things that are so not necessary, because time should be equated to money. Like, you should learn to equate it, and then when you do, you're going to notice that you're going to become time conscious. Like, you're just going to be, I don't just know, like, you're just going to be anxious, and then very, very intentional with your time, and then the way you spend it. Okay, guys, I have things to say. See beyond present circumstance. See beyond present circumstance. If your Many people are locked up, their life is locked because their mentals are locked. They are not just seeing beyond their current circumstance. And then we say circumstances are just like occurrence. It's not actually determining your life. For the fact that you were born poor, let's just say, for the fact that you came from a poor family doesn't mean that you're going to be poor. Moreover, they said wealth is not inherited. For the fact that you're born into a poor family doesn't mean that you're going to be a poor person. Growth is intentionally acquired. Wealth is intentionally acquired. You don't inherit wealth by birth. You don't inherit wealth. You're not talented to get wealth. Nobody is talented to get wealth. All these things are intentionally acquired. So you're going to set up your mind. You're going to set up your vision. You're going to set up everything to get to achieve something, and then when you do, you're going to be achieving it. So I said, what's it called? Okay, I was just talking about seeing things from beyond. It's just more like seeing beyond your present situation, seeing beyond your present circumstance. And then we said, when we're facing difficulties, and then that's not actually determining our life. It's just like when somebody failed, when you fail in something, when we say failure is more like a teacher, we should always learn to see failure as a teacher. And then when we do, you're just going to learn your lesson. When you fail, learn your lesson and move on, because you're failed. You cannot revise it. So the best thing to do is just to learn from that mistakes, learn from that your failure, and then move on. That's the way failure teaches you. And then next time you're going to, you're not going to make such mistakes. Obviously, so when we say see things beyond your present situation, yeah, see things beyond present circumstance, that's seeing things from a beyond, like seeing things. You're not going to be afraid of moving aside the box, because to actually get something at some point is going to require you moving acts from the box. So you are not going to be afraid in moving acts from the box. So seeing things beyond your present circumstance, because your present circumstances is just a page. That's not your whole life. That's not your whole picture. That's not your whole story. Stories can change. Things cause things to happen. At some point, life is going to be changing for good. So your present situation shouldn't determine your life. You shouldn't just take it up. This is how your life is. And then many people, when they get to face some hard time, and then they're going to be like, oh, I'm just a failure. They start undermining themselves, they start criticizing themselves, and then they will just start talking down on themselves, and which is not making sense. Obviously, so when you criticize, it's just like we said, you should don't you should okay, just like don't equate failure more than it looks like. A lot of young people can equate failure. They are just taking high, what's it called, rating failure more than it is. Just like when you fail in something, they will just take it up to themselves that I'm a failure, I cannot achieve this, I'm just born to fail. That's equating failure more than it looks, and then it's going to be affecting you. That's why we say mindset has a great part. So when you do that, your mindset is going to take it up to yourself that, oh, this failure is very, very big, this failure is affecting you this much, and then it talks towards that. It's going to sink into your subconscious mind, and then everything is going to be displayed like that. So don't equate failure more than it looks like, because when you do, it's going to affect you just the way you quit. Okay, so we just said something on that. We just said a lot on that. Train your mind to think bigger. Moving out, you shouldn't be afraid to move out from the box. Train your mind to think bigger. It's a free word. You can make mistakes. You can get anything done. You can be anything if you believe it, if you can see it, if you can vision yourself in it. So always learn. Don't be limited, don't be constrained, don't be restricted, don't feel that you're too small, because a lot of people lock themselves, even they get themselves engaged, more like freezed or more like locked in their mentals before even life fails. Most of them conclude that I'm not good, I cannot do this, I cannot succeed, I've failed multiple times. Moreover, this is just an occurrence. When people fail, it's likely to be an occurrence event. Something just happened. That's not my real self. I'm not a failure, I just failed. It should be, and it's not my identity. You should always learn to differentiate your occurrence from your identity. I am myself, like I am myself, I'm not a failure. What happens is an occurrence. Do you get? So there's two possible ways I can still get something done in a more appropriate way. So that failing doesn't mean that I'm a failure. Do you get? So when we fail, when we get things wrong, we should always learn to differentiate ourselves from the occurrence. What happened was just an occurrence. If I fail in something, that's a failure. I just failed. I'm not a failure. occurrence, something just happened. Obviously, so that's just how it works, and then that's how every single person train your mind to think bigger. Thinking big is allowed. Life is a free world. You just learn to think. Thinking. Think outside the box. Think beyond. Oh my gosh. We're going to be running. Mental side requires action. We always say dreams without action becomes dreams. Ideas, visions without executions becomes matrix, like becomes ideas, becomes absorptions. Okay, so if you're just dreaming, then you're not creating packs. Because when you even talk about dreams, it has to do with future. Is always future oriented, and then it's not easily achieve something. So in achieving dreams, you have to create milestones, then you have to create paths that you're going to be taking them to enable you to navigate or to get to your actual position or your actual destination. So all these things has to do with strategies, and then you're going to intentionally plan it. So when we say when we say mental side requires action, that's to tell you that you have your own part to play. So you're not just going to be in your comfort zone and things works out. No, you have a part to play. You have an work. You have your own. There is a work requisite, because if you're going to trade on the path of success, you are going to encounter failure, because you're trying to get something, and then failure is an unforeseen circumstances, and then it's more like life on inevitable occurrences. So if you're ever even going to try attempts, and then when we say just fail multiple times, like always learning from your failure, that's the good parts, or let's just say that's the good side. When you learn from your failure, you're not likely to make the same mistakes, or you're not likely to feel the same failure. So guys, running mental science requires action. Action without works without action becomes stuck. So you just get to execute. Nothing is too small. Get stuck somewhere. Many people are just carrying out. They said if there's no door to knock. Sorry, if opportunity doesn't create any door, you create one. If opportunity does not knock, you bring a door for you to knock. If there's no perfect time around you, take the time you make it perfect. There's no time to start. There is no best time to start anything. You can start anyway. You can start small. You can just start. Many people get to start even before they get clarity. Many people get to start even before they feel like. So if you're just sitting there waiting to actually feel like doing something, and then to actually feel like getting something started, you may just feel your whole life out, and then you never get to start anything. So visions actual work with discipline, as well works with consistency, and then actual work with intentionality. So all this things, you're not going to be executing it, you're not just going to be starting it. You cannot even start it if you're not prepared. And then being prepared, you don't just wait when you're prepared, you just get to start before you feel like you're prepared. Okay, so that's just how it was, and then much love. Yeah, that 1 minute. We just exhausted the live stream section, and then we're going to be breaching. Just right away. Okay, guys. So thanks to every single person that watched, subscribed, chatted with us, wished us well, and they instruct us on things to get, and then people that have said we should get mic. Oh, we have that in mind. We're planning towards that, and then we're going to be doing something about it. Okay, guys. At this juncture, we're going to be going offline. Thanks streamers, thanks for seeing, and then thanks for joining our live stream sessions. And then we want to tell you that it means a lot. Your presence here is greatly rewarded. Like, it's awesomely rewarded, and then we are not taking it for granted. And at this juncture, we're going to be backing off. We have been streaming for a while, and then our time is up already. We're going to be packing off. Okay, guys. So we're moving off now. Thanks every single person here. Then we're going to see tomorrow. And moreover, if time permits, we're going to stream in the night, and then we'll get to talk. Okay, guys, we're backing off this juncture. Like at the moment, we're going to see tomorrow. Thanks for. You can just subscribe, and then you're gonna be informed or notified when we go live. Do you get? So thanks to every single person here. We'll get to see you tomorrow. tomorrow, we'll get to talk. All right, guys, backing off.